Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to split our bundles of 24 into two, one on either side of you. And if you want to use that template, it really does help with getting your angles right. $12. 12. I've got one spare one. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be laying them on an angle, and we're going to grab one from our left side and put it down. And what you want is about 10 to 12 centimetres at the base, because that's what we're going to use to cast off at the end. And if you try and do it so that's the waxy side up, and then grab one from your right hand pile, and then we're going to cross that in the opposite direction. So we're going to crisscross. Okay, so grab one from the left again and put it on top and as close to the first one on the same angle. Now the very first one that you laid down, you need to fold it back over the second one that you laid down. So that was the first one I laid down. We're going to pull it back because it's underneath the one that's going across it. And then grab another one from your right hand pile and lay it down. Okay, then the one that you folded back, bring it back over the top. And if you have a look, you've got a crissy-crossy, yep, I suppose you could call it, with your first four. This one here, which was the first one that you laid from your right hand side, needs to fold up. And if you hold that with your left hand with your right hand while you grab another whenua from your left hand pile, fold that one back down again. So now you've got the three going up, you want to pull the middle one down because that's underneath.
Yeah.
And basically you just continue like that until you have put all of your whenua from both sides. So you've got 12 by 12. So 12 facing one way, 12 facing the other. And alternating between your left hand side and your right hand side. That's the one, Teresa. You got it now, girl. So I've now got 4 by 4.
Guess we just continue the same pattern.
Yep, and you're just lifting one whenua up. Oh, you're doing two. I usually do one, but two's fine as well.
I figured that you probably just lifted it. Your gas bottle went out. Your gas bottle.
Oh, okay. I'll just finish casting on, I'll change the bottle. You alright? On the record. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because we've got all these whenua facing this way and they're all on a line, we're going to pull each one of them back, fold them back, and as you're folding them back, what it's doing is helping to keep it nice and tight as well. Okay, well that one doesn't have to be folded because that's going over the top. And then what we do, because that one there is underneath this one here, we pull this one back, fold that one back, and then fold that one back. Okay, then we do that again across the whole line. And as I showed you before, see how I put my finger under there and just pulled this whenua down a bit, and it stops it from folding over and gives a nice even weave. So this is what we call one row, when you just do one whenua at a time. Some people, as they get better, they do two at a time, so they would pull this one back and this one back.
Yeah.
And that would be 2 rows. I try and encourage you to get to that stage, but I don't encourage you to go more than 2 rows at a time, because that's when your weaving can get quite loose. So 2 rows is the maximum, 1 row is nice, just a bit slower. Okay, so now we've folded all of them back up again. See how we're going in a triangle? So the next thing we need to do is fold this one back and fold this one over. And that's like the plait that we did last week, how we sort of folded it one over and one under. So that one goes over, and what it also does is it brings the dull side over, so you're going to get an interesting pattern, because we haven't got any colour here. And then on this side we actually need to pull 2 back and fold this one under. Okay, and what we then have is, we'll pop all of those over the top of that whenua. We now have, we're starting a straight line up, and we've also got our ara again.
Imagine if you were doing a big whariki.
I have done a big whariki and it was 6 mil, so half the width of this whenua.
Oh, gee.
It was a group project last year, thank goodness, because everyone got to have a turn.
Yeah.
And we did 3 joins,
Yes,
two joins,
yes,
so
yes,
we
yes.
had 3 parts to it.
So who kept it?
It was donated to Te Raranga o Aotearoa Papoia.
I wonder how many they got now.
3.
Oh, God.
If you get lost, just give me a yell and I'll come over and have a look.
He's talking to me about the fire hunt that goes on at the army. And he goes, "Who's your most decorated?" I said, "Well, one went to be a king." And he went, "What?"
Yeah, that's right, yes.
I said, "One was a king."
One became a king.
He said, "Really?" I said, "Yep. 280.
And he won't want to do it because he'll want to keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know who was looking in the window?
No idea.
Marama.
Marama. You're kidding. Why didn't she walk in?
She got a fright to see the lights on.
Why
Yeah.
didn't she walk in?
She had to go. They had a big hui next door.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
what
going
broken
to,
her heart?
So they're going to have kapahaka practice next door on Wednesday nights. I said it'd be lovely to hear some waiatas. They'll come through the wall.
Then they have it tonight.
No, they're just setting it all up.
Marama.
Yeah, Marama. And Nawai.
Now I too.
Yeah.
And they didn't stop in.
Let's see. Wow, we gotta go. One become a king.
Yeah.
And he went, "What?" Yeah. I'm going to use all native on this last bit.
Nice.
On this last bit. All on this last four rows.
Awesome.
Auntie Tangi will love that.
Like takahe, kiwi of course.
Pukiko?
No.
Albatross?
He was a naughty bird. He was sent to the swamps.
Yep, fair enough too.
Yeah. He
Want to do as he was told.
He wouldn't do as he's told.
Yep.
Yeah, nor would the tui. Tui didn't get as what he was told to. So he was made to wear 2 white feathers underneath his
No wonder why I like those two birds the most. They're just like me, little rebels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that one there was classed as a coward.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a coward.
Those are the two white feathers under his.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they wouldn't come down and shear the floor and look after Papatū and the Kuwai to Kiwi.
Oh.
Yeah.
The cheeky of them all was the fantail.
Well, I've had a lot of fantails at my place just recently.
Yes, I've seen them running around. I've seen them flying around my way too, behind our house, getting cheeky to the cats. Come down, and see the cats. Yeah, cheeky. I wonder if Marama saw her grandmother. If she even looked up to see her grandmother looking at her.
No, she was just surprised that we were
Here.
working. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She would be. So you didn't see Haraya? He was supposed to be in their group too.
Just the committee, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, I understand that.
Yes, don't do that. Looks a bit flash.
Of course it's flash, I made it. I'm actually quite happy with that.
Yeah.
Quite happy. And that's as far as I'm going to go up to, because then I'm going to cast off along here and cast off along here, and then it's all finished.
It's all right, darling. I'll
Yeah.
teach you when we get home. Okay.
I'll be full of ears.
Yes, you will be. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, I'm missing my program.
What's that?
Pole duck.
Oh, actually, I caught it on,
Yeah, it shows again on
yeah,
Sunday. It comes back on, doesn't it?
yeah, I think that's where I caught it.
Yeah.
Because I was the
The
same.
first
like,
episode.
last week I was like, I think I saw the ad for it. I thought, oh gosh, that's right. Probably
Yeah.
it's on
Yeah,
Wednesday
because
night.
we don't have another
caught it
channel
on
for
the-
that one.
But I caught it on Sunday.
Yeah.
What
I think it
channel's
was
that on?
Sunday. Yeah.
Because I've not heard of that program.
It was on 10.
I have a vague memory of
Cast first, and what we're going to do is we're going to do what they call a one up, one down lock. So to do that, we need the one that's pointing toward the left to be on top. And so I've just brought this one around, and then we're going to pull this one out because it does mean a little bit of undoing and doing up again, and we're going to fold it down, and then when this one comes back up it locks it in place. Then that one goes over the top. See, so that one's over the top again, this one's underneath. Pull this one out, fold it down, and then put that one back underneath there again. Okay, so I'll just keep doing it so you can see what's happening. So pull that one out, fold it down, bring that up, and bring that left hand whenua back over the top. So pull that out of the way, bring that forward, fold that down, and then put them back. So you're undoing your weaving, but you're then doing it back up again. Okay, so down, pull that forward, fold that, and it is on an angle when you fold it, and it just sort of sits in between those. So you see how it just sort of fits in there. So I'll do that all the way across, and then we'll go back to your tables and I will help you start. And you're lucky, Joe, because you've only got a half the width.
Yeah. It's little.
It's a little one, but it's still the same process. Doesn't matter if you've got 4 like we did our first night when we made the tea party, or you've got 24 or you've got 12. The process is still the same. And then that one pretty much just, it can stay like that for now. Okay, and so when you're finished, you've got a straight line with all of the folded over ones. If we have a look on the other side, you can see it's pretty much a straight line, and if it isn't, you can pull those whenua down a little bit just to get them straighter. I can't find that one. Oh, that one. Okay, so if you do that, I'll come and have a look and see how you're getting on.
I might end up starting.
Okay, so now to do the whiri, we're going to turn it on its side, and I've just folded that last one over. So what we're going to do is we're going to plait it. So you fold that one over, then that one over, and this one goes on top of this one here, the second one. Okay, and then that one goes over there next to the first one. So it's actually quite simple. And that one actually comes over the top again, and then that one comes up. So now what you've got, you have 3 going upwards. This one's still only 2 because we started with 1 at each end. So then we pull that one down. And this one goes up to there with that one. Okay, nice flat plait. Then those 3 all come down together. Now this is where it changes a little bit, because now we've got 2 and this one here we've got 3 at the bottom. We take the first one over the top, we push the second one out of the way and grab that bottom one. Okay, Bring these 3 over. Now we've got 3 here, so we bring the top one over, push the second 2 back, and bring that bottom one over. Okay, and from there on, that's pretty much all you do. You fold the 3 down, those 2 that came up goes on top of that back one. The top one comes over, push the next 2 out of the way and grab that bottom one and give it a little pull when you pull it over, because that actually tightens. So those 3 go down, that one comes up, those 2 go out of the way, a little tug, and then fold that over. All the way to the end. You're a left-hander or a right-hander?
Right.
Oh, good. This is the exact same way for right-handers. Left-handers, they usually plait the other way. So top one goes up, the next 2 get pushed out of the way, grab that bottom one, pull it over. Okay, so now we've run out of the ones at the bottom. All we're doing now, so you've got 3 there, you can plait that over, and then we'll start dropping them. So this one will just bring over all but the bottom one, so that one gets pushed out the way, and that one, bring the top ones over, leave the bottom one. Until you pretty much run out of plait. And then you can either tie it with some leftovers, or give it a knot. This is where the dog combs can come in quite handy, because you can actually strip those down a little bit. Okay, and then you just grab your scissors and trim all of those off.
That was nice.
Okay, you think you can give that a go?
Probably need a help start.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's what it'll look like when it's finished.
That's cool.
Okay, and when you have a look at the back, you've still got that little line. And that is what's on a lot of those kete.
Nice.
Voila!
This is here.
Can we do both sides?
Yep.
You've got lots of things for your baby already?
Yeah, got a few things. Got mostly the big things.
Little bassinet.
Yeah, got a bassinet, cot, pram.
Oh, that's good, because they're the expensive things.
Yeah, I laid
Yeah.
by my pram like 3 months ago. I got it out the other week.
Oh, exciting!
So I had to put that up. Just have a look.
I just packed away my granddaughter's stuff. I'm like, who else has babies?
Granddaughter?
Yeah, I've got an 8-month-old granddaughter.
Oh,
Koharu.
jealous.
Yeah.
I mean, I adopted a grandchild,
It's amazing.
or he adopted me. But I want my very, very, very own, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know how you see those nannies and they're like go goo goo gaga?
Uh-huh.
It's exactly that, man. You're like, your whole life is. The first 6 months is just taken up by her.
Oh,
I had to
yeah.
leave the house. It was hard to go to work some days at the beginning. And I could just sit there and watch her all day.
Yes.
And the weekends just went like that.
Well, that's how I got to know my little moko. His dad was boarding with me, and then his boy was about 2 months old when his dad moved in, and he says, "Oh, is it all right if I bring my son over for the night?" I said, "Oh, hell yes!" And then it ended up I was looking after him during the day because I was laid up in bed. I couldn't move with my back problems at the time, and he couldn't move, so it worked out really well for both of us. Because while he slept, I slept, and when he woke up, I could get up and get him a milk and change his nappy, and then we'd both go back to sleep again. Oh, it was perfect.
I'm going to bring my mop on the weekends, so we'll get to
Oh,
see her.
yes, definitely.
Yeah, I have her on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, so my daughter can have a break.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And of course, that's good for you because you get to spend that quality time with your moko as well.
I know, I
eh?
moved my daughter home as soon as she got pregnant. That's how we did it. From my mum.
Yeah.
My mum either moved in or we moved home for the first couple of years. So since I found out she was pregnant, home you come.
Yes.
Second,
And it definitely helps, eh?
so much nicer. I don't know how grandparents do it without living with their grandchildren. Jeepers. Maybe after one. I've only just got one, so you know, let's be real. If
Yeah,
there were
well, that's
10,
right.
Then maybe you're not.
No, I said to my son, as soon as you find out you're pregnant, I'm moving down. I said, so I don't care whether I live in your house or in your backyard, I'll be down.
That's right.
Because I got my van, I don't mind.
No. I know, my poor son, I'm like, son, have you got any girl pregnant? You don't have to be together. He's like, oh, I said, go check those girls, you never know.
Well, that's right, you never know.
You never know, there could be a grandchild out there I don't know about. So like, stop being crazy.
You know, my parents are now great-grandparents of 6. And then they've got another grandchild arriving in August.
It's when you're
Yeah, a couple of weeks after you, I think. Like 26th of August is her due date.
Yeah, mine's 12.
12.
Wow.
Oh, it is exactly 2 weeks.
Fast.
Is that
Mm.
your parents' first grandchild or
Very fourth.
fourth?
The second boy though, they've got 2 girls and 1 boy.
I was so happy I had a girl as a granddaughter.
I thought I was having a girl. Really thought I did, and then she said, I think it's a boy. You think?
You think?
After my son being the firstborn, I'm like, man, there's some benefit to girls being firstborns.
Really? What are they? Because I didn't have any girls. I
Oh.
only had the one boy.
I mean, you know, because the girls in our family are a bit more crocheting onto it.
Oh.
Yeah, they are. The boys are lovely and beautiful, but boy, it takes a while for them to kick into action and find themselves.
It's a male thing.
Yeah, it is kind of a male thing, isn't
And my
it?
sister's firstborn, and she held us together as siblings. The boys are great, they love it, but just, I don't know.
Split. Yeah, mine's splitting something.
Okay, don't do it too hard then.
That's good. You ordered mine earlier, eh? So it was seeped through.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that you put quite a bit of water earlier on.
I
so
did.
it's got softer.
Yeah, because they were prepped
Yeah.
last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's nice. So it's a trick. Wet them, let them have time to soak.
Let them have time to soak in. Because once you've done the prep work, you don't have to weave with them straight away. You can actually have them sitting for years as long as
Nice.
it's a cool, dry environment, because if it's too damp, they go mouldy, and then they have to go in the bin, which is sad.
And is there quite a few places down here that you can get arakiki that's was it limiting?
I actually found in Palmerston North it is actually hard to find a good place to get good stuff. If you're up sort of the northern end, you've got Pitt Park, and they do have a lot of harakeke, but a lot of it's the same, which is good for this type of weaving. But if you want to extract muka, it's not that great. But it's actually quite hard finding a good muka plant anyway. So once you've found it, don't tell anyone else where it is.
They say the manure tree's got the best muka.
Yeah, Foxton. Not over this way. I don't know what's happened to all the beautiful plants over this way, but more Foxton, Waitarere.
Oh, my friend lives down there, great.
Yeah. What's that other beach? Hookie? No, I forget the name of them.
Whariri.
Waitarere is one of them. Foxton's
That just
definitely
adds
one.
another reason to go to Waitarere.
Yeah.
Himatangi, is there any?
Himatangi, that's it. That was the other one I was trying to think of. Himatangi is another place where you can get some really good muka stuff. But Foxton is well known because they had they had the flax manufacturing plant there.
Yeah.
And what they were after was the muka out of it to send overseas. So they exported a lot of that stuff. The people in the Friday class want us to leave our mahi here so they can see what we're up to, and I refuse to tell you guys to leave it here because I think you need to take it home and show people what you're up to, and also to help you try and remember certain techniques. So what I'll be doing is just hanging my one up so they can see what I've taught for the evening. I don't need any more at home. I'm in a one-bedroom flat. I don't have that much space to have all these extra bits and pieces. Now, because this is your first piece, you're going to have to give it away.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
My granddaughter.
Yeah. Which means you actually have to make another one.
Okay.
Right, are we pretty much ready?